Alright, hello. This is a video that is just really a follow-on video from this video of mine. This is insane. Charlie Kirk's death predicted in Back to the Future. That video. If you've seen it, it's actually had a whole bunch of views. Like, I never really get much more than about 50 views on a video, maybe 100, maybe a couple of hundred on occasional videos, but let me know. 5.3k at the minute. I'm going to blow your mind here. There's more to this, and I still haven't explored everything yet. But I just thought, you know what? It's interesting because he almost gets hit right as he gets back to 1955. He almost gets hit, and I was like, you know what? I want to take a look at the number plate on that vehicle as well. So I'll show you the scene, because I was thinking, well, maybe that'll tie in another number jump with this particular scene, and it blooming well does. So if you recall, we did this number jump down here, this number plate. We took the 48405. We just took the straight numerology of 48445, 4,845 days. Okay, is what we ended up doing, and we ended up doing a number jump from, and in fact it's right in here, I'll show you. We did this number jump, let's see, we did this number jump right here from the founding of Charlie Kirk's Turning Point organization through to his shooting was 4,845 days. Okay, so it was a very good little connection. Not to mention in that scene where Marty gets taken indoors, and we went through all the CK reference with Calvin Klein, and that, those initials tie back to Charlie Kirk, with the CK. And a lot of people like to do the initial thing, especially with JC, with Jesus Christ initials, and MM, Mary Magdalene, and all that kind of stuff. So initials are fairly interesting little connections back, connect people together. It's just a nice, easy way of connecting people together. Anyway, we did all that, the Scotty tissues, the JFK reference, the meatloaf reference. I think I talked about those things, and then we moved on to this scene here. Okay, with the 4x4. Okay, and we've got the actual date here, the 10-9, and with that, moving into 9/11/11/9, and we went through all this stuff as well. I'm not gonna hash back through this video. If you've not seen this video, it would be a good idea to watch this one first before watching this next video, because it's, like I say, this is just a follow on. And then we had the 4x4. And I've been harking on that Charlie Kirk is really a reference to Charles and Diana. Okay, and the big thing we had with Charles and Diana was the white wedding. That was the big day, and this is where, this is the, you have the death and resurrection, and when you have that resurrection, what happens is the system starts over again. Okay, that reset point is again the white wedding. That is when the marriage starts off and everything's hunky dory, and then as time goes on, things fall apart. Okay, if you don't keep your marriage balanced. Okay, let's put that in there. Okay, so anyway, the 4x4. Why was this interesting to do with Diana and Charles? Because if we go from the actual white wedding date, it's through to, let's click this back a minute, get it right, through to the actual shooting. So the white wedding, the big white wedding, through to the shooting, 44 years, 44 days, the 4-4, the 4x4. Okay, so that was what was so interesting about this whole thing. And we've got the KC on the light covers, yeah, on these yellow light covers. So we've got, you know, the reverse CK initials again. Anyway, I want to show you something now. I want to go back to this car and let's go. In fact, I've got the original car up here. Where is it? This one. Here's our original car, a light greeny sort of turquoisey bluey color. I don't really know what you call that. I don't know what you call that blue, but anyway, 48405. It's got the 6S. I believe that is a 6S. But you can definitely tell this is 48405. Okay. Now let's go to the scene where Marty arrives in. In fact, let's just backtrack. So he arrives and we see the Miller High Life. And what you're going to see is if you watch the scene where he gets taken in the house and sits down for the meal, you're going to see a lot of this stuff that is here popping back up in that actual scene. You know, there's a bottle of Miller on the Miller High Life on the table. You know, he walks past. Let me see, a bunch of stuff here. Let's just do the. There's also a reference to Davy Crockett somewhere in here. I don't know where it is exactly. Right at this point, and then we've got Milton. Actually, I've got the scene up. We've also got, so there's the Miller High Life bottle, and then we've got also in this scene Milton wearing the Davy Crockett hat. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Well, come on, right here, yeah, the old Davy Crockett hat. Okay, so there's little they re-reference little bits from that earlier scene back in this scene. Okay, tie the two together. So this is this where he almost gets run over to begin with. I'm going to play a little bit of it. So I'm like, ooh, I need to see what number plate that is. See if there's another number jump for Charlie Kirk, because he's getting kind of like almost run over again here. Okay. So I stopped the number plate. You just won't believe this. Let's go on just a hair. GS48405. It's the same bloody number plate, but on a different car. Okay, this is a different color. It's a different car actually. So it's not even the same car, right? And they've put the same number plate on. What's that doing? It's tying us back to this point, back to the other point as well. The two scenes tying together. Okay. So as he's getting almost hit here, look what he's going to see. The Texaco garage, yeah, got the 19 here, the 19 numerology. The Texaco garage. Okay, so they're tying the hit. Marty takes the hit, yeah, just as Marty takes the hit, bumps his head, and Charlie Kirk takes the hit, and we have this turning point thing going on with the date here. This is going from turning point through, and don't forget that Marty, where have I got it? I want to show you. I want to go back to the actual video here. So don't forget, you have the turning point. I showed you this in the video. This symbolism here, very similar to this symbolism, Marty's little badge. Okay, with the semicircular thing, dark color, red, yeah, arrow thing, revolution on it, art in revolution. Okay, go back to that one. Yeah, dark color, semicircular, arrow thing, turning, revolution. I mean, you know, that there's no this has got to be zeroed out now. That number plate is the same blooming number plate as, well, hang on, this number plate. Yeah, two different vehicles. He's getting hit here. He's getting run over. Almost gets run over in that scene. Yeah, almost gets run over. And now he's looking at this. Yeah, he's looking at that. And that is our, back to the truck. Yeah, back to the 4x4, the 44. And again, we see that badge on his jacket, on his denim jacket, and he's sat in front of that clock tower, and that's the first time we see Jennifer and Marty kiss, the white wedding. Yeah, the first kiss. Okay, that's the symbolism there. I just want to show you that. I just saw it's just absolutely nuts. This is just crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I've got a couple other videos that I wanted to do, and I just haven't had time. Sorry, not enough hours in the day. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Right, thanks for watching. Right, bye.